Oh, Zoom acting different now. So, guys, welcome to our leadership and belief call. My name is T. Smith. I'm one of the leaders here at New Levels, No Devils. My current position is a Platinum 2000. And I just wanted to shoot this leadership call today just to really pour into our family, pour into our community so that we can understand the value of leadership. So if you have your pen and paper, I want you to write down today's topic, the importance or the value of leadership. Okay? It's the importance or value of leadership. Before I can do a thing, I need to study a thing. I need to know a thing. That's why we say when we know better, we do better. So I need to understand the value and the importance of leadership. Are you guys with me? So I want to start this off with a story real quick. And leadership, before I get into that story, is really, it's the highest paid profession in the world. And leadership is really influence. But when you look at corporate America and organizations, you notice that the higher you go, the more you get paid, right? But see, the higher you go requires a different you. We're going to talk about that today, right? People say, is that one of those things where people at the top make all the money and the people at the bottom just do a lot of working? Well, isn't that true in life? Normally the cream rises to the top and they get rewarded for all of the hard work, right? Everybody at the bottom normally does not understand something, right? Normally they don't see the value in themselves or in something, so they never graduate, right? They never create the capacity. So let me talk about leadership because it is influence. It's the highest paid position in the world, right? And everything in your life rises and falls on leadership. Everything in my life rises and falls on leadership. So watch this. I was thinking about the word leadership, and yesterday, capacity came to mind. So watch this. I was with my best friend yesterday, and we actually went over. He's in the trucking business. Like, he hauls cars, right? He tows cars, sells cars. And I was with him yesterday. We went to the junkyard so that he can shift one of his trucks that he needed to move. And as we entered the junkyard, I noticed a pickup truck and the U-Haul standing, like really parked right next to each other. I noticed a pickup truck and the U-Haul parked right next to each other. And right there, God put a word on me saying that these two vehicles are in the same environment with the same assignment. Is just the difference in these two vehicles is one has a bigger capacity. One has a bigger capacity. Watch this. See, a pickup truck moves and you can operate stuff and you can tow stuff, you can get things happening, but so can a U-Haul. But a U-Haul has more capacity to carry, can haul more weight than a pickup. And when I seen that, I said, God blesses you at the level of your capacity. God will never put more in you than you can handle. Some of us may be pickup trucks in our seasons, but we're preparing to be U-Hauls in our seasons. Are you with me? It's our capacity to lead. See, the reason why God haven't blessed you with that next level is because you haven't engineered the capacity. You're not prepared to carry that type of weight. Are you with me? Because when we're talking about capacity, before we can carry other people's weight, we got to first be able to carry our own weight. Ask yourself right now, can I carry my own weight? Can I carry my own weight? The things that I'm asking my mentor to do, the things that I'm asking my mentee to do, my expectations for my community, my organization, am I a reflection of me carrying my own weight? Right? See, when you're swimming, when you're learning how to swim, the first thing you got to understand is that you got to be able to handle your own weight in the water. When you learn how to hold your own weight, right? What was once drowning you can now save you when you're working in the right principles and you hold your own. Are you with me? Because if you know how to turn over on your back and properly float, see, the problem is that you're down. It's just that you don't know how to look up. So when I get good at carrying my own weight, you notice when you're on the water and you land on your back, you're looking up, but you're floating. You're drowning because most times your head is in the water and you're looking down. So I got to be able to carry my own weight. So let's talk about it today. Let's talk about the 3 steps to becoming a leader. Are you with me? So here's in your notes. Number 1, let's talk about, if I'm going to be a leader, I have to be a prodigy. Red Bull going to have to cut me a check. Listen, if I'm going to be a leader, I have to first be a prodigy. I got to be a student. See, great leaders was once great followers. Are you with me? See, a prodigy wants what's in your heart, not what's in your hand. They want your characteristics. They want how you serve people. They love when you make people laugh. They love your charisma. They want your gift. They inspire to speak like you. They inspire to lead like you. They inspire to duplicate you. When I'm a prodigy, I'm studying somebody who has more wisdom, who has the results, and somebody that can help me get it done. I'm a prodigy, right? So watch this, right? I'm a prodigy. So what most people do is they focus on the skills and not the character. Because as a prodigy, I'm humble, I have humility, and it's all about learning. See, here's what you have to understand. As a prodigy, right? When I'm coachable and I'm teachable, I can get straight to my destination because mentorship is wisdom without the wounds. See, this is the wounds. A lot of times success looks like this. It's what you make it. You can learn from mentors or you can learn from mistakes. It's all on your ability to learn. Are you with me? And learning takes humility. So I got to stay to show myself approved. Who am I listening to? Who am I studying? Are you with me? Now watch this. Watch this. See, a lot of people, because leadership is multiple, it's multiple sides. Like, here's what I want you to understand. This is the skills of leadership. And this is your leadership activity. Are you with me? Leadership activity and skills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just got back from what's called skills camp. That means you went and you learned about the business. But guess what? Network marketing platforms like this, the people are your business. You develop people and the people build the business. Leadership development. So a lot of times as an entrepreneur in this business, people develop the skills, but they never work on the character. See, sometimes your skills will put you in rooms that your character don't belong. You don't have the capacity to be in this room. Maybe you had the talent, maybe you had the skills. Okay? So what you have to understand is that in order to be an effective leader, we have to work on our character just as much as our skills. We got to work on our character, who we are. See, because the goals are not about acquiring, it's about becoming. The goals is about your growth. There's a personality that you have to grow into to have the things that you're going to. Are you with me? So I have to work on my character. Watch this. How do I know somebody has good character? listen to how they talk to people that don't serve no purpose in their life. That's not attached to their income. You know when I know somebody has good character? It's because in my face, they talk good about me, but behind my back, they talk great about me. I know somebody with great, like when they got character, that means we can build a relationship and you're not expecting a return. You're not only working with me to get some money, to do something. You're not using me. Are you with me? You're investing in me, right? So that's somebody that has good character. And then listen to their language. It's a we versus me, okay? So you got to understand step number one, I have to work on my character. How do I do so? I work on my leadership ability, right? I study leadership. I study skills. Now, some of you guys right now will say, T, I don't have a mentor. That's okay. You have YouTube University. You have YouTube University. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how this is showing up. You got YouTube University. What do you mean by YouTube University? Sometimes John Maxwell has to be your mentor until you find somebody that you can model. Sometimes Robert Kiyosaki has to be your mentor until you can follow somebody that you can model. And see, what happens is, this is a rabbit hole. When you find somebody that you like in leadership, a lot of times they introduce you to somebody else. See, my personal sponsor enrolled me. I was attracted to his leadership. But when I got started with him, I then got introduced to David Emonitier, somebody on a whole nother level. So it's a long rabbit hole. So now that I'm seeking, I see it. Whatever you seek, take the K off, you see. Are you with me? So how do I become a better leader? I become a prodigy. I seek wisdom. I seek, right? I seek success. I seek the model. I seek the information. I seek the hard work that I need to do to be a prodigy. Now, number two, let's talk about process. There's a prodigy of a leader. Step number two, there's the process of a leader, okay? There's a process. Here's what you guys got to understand. My promise is connected to my process. See, sometimes we expect to get the promise without the process. We have high expectations, but we got low commitment. So that leads to us changing our goals because of our effort. I'm going to lower my goals because I don't want to put that much effort in. I don't want to go through the process of what it takes to become a leader. See, your character has to go through a process. God has to get rid of the old you so a new you can be born. So there's a process, not process of just leadership. There's a process you got to endure in life. But let's go ahead and talk about leadership today. Because if you're studying John Maxwell, you got to understand that there's 5 levels to leadership. Now, we've heard these for a lot of the leaders, but I really want them to make sense today so that you can apply them and have a deeper level of understanding, okay? So, level 1, right? You have what's called the position, right? So, level 1 is your position. That means people follow you because of a title. See, the title just buys you time for growth. Are you in me? The title does not mean nothing. And people only follow you because you have a title. That's it. This is similar to corporate America. You're only rocking with your supervisors because they're supervisors. In fact, the whole time you think you can do a better job than them. You ain't right. The only reason why you really respect your managers is because they're in a position that you want. Probably don't really like them, right? But you got to respect them because of position. Outside, you would even talk to them. Outside, you wouldn't even care. Man, he could probably be stranded on the side where you just deuces. So this is a level to start at, but you don't want to stay here because people are only going to respect you because of your title. So how does that hurt us as leaders? Well, people is not going to give you energy. See, if people don't give energy, don't have an energy in your organization, is only because they only look at you as position. So you get the least amount of energy from your organization. Because you just got the title, and guess what? They're only going to stick with you until they find somebody else's voice. Remember, to be a leader, you got to hear somebody's voice. So they're only going to stick with you until they find somebody else's voice. So you can start here. Now watch this. Charisma puts me in position. Charisma puts me in position. My character gets me in a position to lead, right? But I have to develop it. I got to go down the rabbit hole of developing myself. So after I leave from position, it's a great place to start, but it's a terrible place to stay. Okay. Now I shift from position. Now I go to permission. Now I go to permission as a leader. Now people, they start to respect me. Okay. So the good thing about this is I'm in their heart, right? Because people, once they give you permission to lead, they trust you, because leadership is influence, and influence is trust. How do we build trust? We be consistent. We get results. I'm gonna talk about that next. But you got to get to a space in your organization, in your community, in your family, where people give you permission to do certain things. See, growing up, I've watched in the house, my grandma, you had to get permission. Thanksgiving and stuff like that, you had to get permission to cook in the kitchen. No, ain't nobody just gonna be randomly cooking in her kitchen. You had to get permission. You had to build trust. You've been messing up the cornbread every Thanksgiving. You've been messing up the yams every Thanksgiving. Y'all know y'all got somebody in y'all family that mess up the macaroni every year. They mess it up. But you don't complain, it's cool. But then they start, you got to get permission to talk to them. But my point is, when you develop relationships with people, when you have a magnet in your heart, when people are attracted to your heart to be a prodigy, right? But then you have a compass in your hand, you can show people the way, they give you permission. The bad thing about this is they fall in love with you and not results. So people become friends, but are y'all being productive? Now y'all have a relationship, and sometimes you're confused the people who want it with the people who just want to be friends. Are you with me? So you don't want a relationship just friends. That's cool, but the relationship has to produce results. Watch this. With my permission, if I'm here at this level, you got to be able to take criticism. You got to be able to take criticism. See, you know what the issue is with most people today? They have so much low self-esteem, low confidence, that they don't know how to take great criticism. See, watch this. If my constructive criticism does not have a solution, then I'm complaining. Mentor, mentee. If I have a relationship with my organization and I'm giving them, right, I'm giving them the solution, but, right, it does not have no results. It don't have no, if I'm talking to them and I can't give them the solution, then I'm complaining. The criticism is all wrong if it does not have a solution. If there's nothing that can be applied, then I'm complaining, mentee or mentor. So you got to be careful with these relationships, that you're still in a position of leadership where you don't mind hurting people's feelings just to give them the solution. See, sometimes people ain't cut for this type of permission. Did you give your mentor, like Jay? Sometimes I got to tell Jay how Jay is the type of leader. I got to tell her like it is. Jay is a non-bing, tell it to me straight. So when I talk to her, when I communicate with her, I just look, hello. But she can take that, use it, and then we start applying it. But she gave me permission to tell her how it is. So if you're not telling your team how it is, then you shouldn't even have this type of permission. So you got to be confident in your posture to be able to tell your team not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. Now, I can't stay at this level of building relationships, even though that's the core, because it's people over profit. And this process of healing and loving people, I got to shift from permission to production. I got to shift from permission to production. I got to produce. Watch this. People gonna only fall in love with you until you get them results. People are loyal to growth, not loyal to you. Somebody gonna miss that. Drop a 5 if you caught that. Drop a 5 if you caught that. People are loyal to growth, not loyal to you. Are you with me? So if I'm not getting people results, production, they're gone. Right? See, some people rather have royalty over loyalty. And that's okay. There's a time in your life where you know it's time to make a shift. Life is built on growth. Are you with me? Everything rises and falls on your ability to generate growth. So at this production level, you're getting people results. See, they gave me permission to their heart. Now I can influence their mindset positively and help them generate results. So if I'm a leader and I'm not generating results, then we just on the walk. Are you with me? Then we just on the walk. We're not climbing to the top. We just on the walk. I got to get people paid. I got to build. See, the key to leadership is relationships and results. These two right here is going to keep your organization active. As a leader, I build relationships and then I create results. I create a level of understanding. I create a level of awareness and education so that the people that's connected to this vision can create results. So right now, in your life, how productive are you? And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Then you got the 4th level, where people love you for personal development. Yesterday, I sat down with John, and he came over to the house, and he was listening to me do the phone work. I was just pouring to him. And a lot of times, nuggets are caught, not taught. So that's all comes with access and proximity. See, there's another conversation off the Zoom that's happening in the house. Are you with me? So now here's the thing. John came over, and yesterday I said, let's work on your presentation. Right there on the spot. This was like 45 minutes before the call. So I brought out the slides, and he went through it one time. Then I said, okay, let's go through with notes. This might have took like 10 minutes. I told him, hey, this is the foundation, what you want to say per slide. He said, cool, coach, I got it. Cool, man, that was an amazing exercise today. I said, wasn't it? Because in 20 minutes, you're going to do the first half. He looked at me. He said, man, I knew he was going to do this to me. So yeah, I got to do it to you. Because I got to put you in a position, because you gave me permission to lead, I got to put you in a position to produce. Right? Because after you produce, then you got to reproduce. See, before something is reproduced, it first has to be produced. Before somebody else's cup can be poured into, it first has to be poured out of a cup. You can't pour something that's not in the cup. So if you're not getting an hour of personal development a day, what are you pouring? So right there, that made John uncomfortable. But it challenged him as a leader. He got on the call, he had some technical difficulties, got through the call, said what he had to say, and now he got off the call. He was lit. He was excited. Right? So that moment took him out of his comfort zone, and now it's down the rabbit hole he goes of personal development. Are you with me? So now you got to become a leader that's about significance. See, success is when you can go chairman. Success is when you can personally sponsor 3 people. See, success is what you can do, but significance is what we can do. See, we don't chase success, we chase significance. You got to be able to teach other people how to do what you do. It's about duplication. See, what you want to study in this season of your life is leadership and belief. Are you with me? It's about duplication. So how good have I become at being significant rather than being successful? And you'll see who's successful. See, you can have listen, let me tell you how successful you are. How long are the people staying in the organization that you personally sponsor? I want you to ask yourself right now. Ask yourself right now. The leaders in my organization, were they personally sponsored? Think about it right now. Think about the people you're running with. Watch this. This is good. Come on, God. This is good. Think about the people you're running with right now, your top leaders. Was they personally sponsored or were they given to you? You want to judge your level of personal development? How long have people been rolling with you? How many Platinum 1000s have you created? How many Platinum 600s have you created? How many Platinum 150s have you created? So if you haven't done that yet, then you might be focused on success and not significance. And when you focus on success, you focus on you instead of we. But remember, you might just be in position. You might just be in position. You in the way. You in the way, bro. You in the way, sis. Right? Guys, I was in the way. You know why? Because I wanted to build the business and I don't want to build T. I was in the way. Tell somebody right now, I need y'all to tell yourself. See, don't look at my screen right now. Look in the mirror. You should be able to look at yourself right now. Sheesh, that hit different. Don't look at me. I hope you're looking at yourself. Look in the mirror and say, hey, do better. Look in the mirror right now and say, hey, do better. Right? Because whatever I seek, I see. Why you don't see no Platinum 600s in your organization? Why you don't see no Platinum 100? Why you don't see them? Where they at? You may have been full of yourself. See, you got all this busy work, but you ain't really getting to the real work. That's your assignment. You ain't been doing the real work, your assignment. You so worried about what your mentor not doing for you. You judge everything your mentor is not doing. You talking about your downline, they ain't doing this, my upline ain't doing this, my sideline, this person ain't doing that. You taking everything personal because it's about your success. Well, guess what? Personal. It ain't about you and it never will be and it never has been. Your assignment ain't about you. Get out of stop. You're full of yourself. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. Your chairman flyer is made, but nobody under you got a flyer made. You don't want to go through the process. You want the perks, but you don't want the price. Guess what? As long as you're disobedient, the price goes up. All right, y'all ain't rocking with me today. Okay. So listen, after personal development, you become a pinnacle level. After personal development, you become pinnacle. David Imonitier is pinnacle. I'm sorry for I want to apologize to everybody. I don't want to never come off like I'm screaming at y'all. I just get passionate about my assignment, and y'all are my assignment. I apologize. I'm gonna work on my tonality. Sorry guys. But the top is becoming a pinnacle leader. This is when people respect your morals. You spent so much time developing, your price just went up. See, some of y'all want to get here, but you ain't got no money up front. You ain't got the leadership development. You don't want to play your position. You didn't want to play your position. You so focused on the top. You ain't never want to play your position, P150. You ain't even went P150 and you talking about what a chairman ain't doing. What chairman is, chairman that. You ain't even hit P150. You ain't doing the small stuff, the mundane. Talk to me, Five. Are you with me? Now, because you ain't never want to play your position, you ain't never got access. You ain't never got access to get on the court because you didn't want to play your position. Do you know bench players? They win championships and create financial freedom. If you on the sports, if you've been on the Lakers team and you're on the bench, some people's bench is better than your court. When you're in the right position, I can be on a bench when I'm in the right place. I can be a sixth man somewhere and be in a better position. When I know my position, I can be in a better place than you. There's some sixth mans, there's some people in position who got some rings because they know how to play their position. Maybe they good in practice. But that practice gave them some permissions. They got access, and that access gives them production, and they start to grow. They're part of a winning organization, and now you've become Pinnacle. Well, all the work you put in now shows up. I got 20 minutes. Y'all know I've been working on my time. I've been working on my time. Y'all will be so proud of me. I ain't taking y'all to church no more. Okay? So listen, this is the process. I love y'all. Okay? So let's talk. Can I take 20 more minutes? All right, say, talk, preacher. If I can get 20 more minutes, just say talk, preacher. What they say in church? Talk, preacher. Preach, preacher. Okay. Y'all gonna let me preach today. I love y'all so much, man. We about to have so much fun. You guys are about to explode out of this world. I just feel so much value from you guys and so much excitement. Okay? So my last point, let me get back on track. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. We had so much fun. So listen, the next thing I want to do, my first thing was prodigy. My second was the process. I gotta grow. I gotta give myself time. There's some things I gotta experience. There's some hard work I gotta do, right? I'm not mad at nobody. I just been mad at myself all this time. So we're just gonna get a lot critical. Yeah. You. This season of your life, you're about to get highly critical about yourself. You about to tell yourself how it really is, and you ain't gonna hold back. Self, get it together. Tighten up. You about to raise your standards up, Queen. It ain't never been about your circumstances. It's been about your standards. So now, in order to raise our standards as a leader, I was telling some leaders this week, you got to focus, number 3, on GPA. See, in high school, this measured how smart you were. This measured how smart you was. It's my grade point average. On average, how good am I receiving information? How good am I at receiving information and applying it? You know what school and knowledge is receiving it and then applying it. People got 2 different problems. They don't know how to receive it and they don't know how to apply it. Are you with me? That's why we say knowledge is power. You receive it, but it's no power if you can't apply it. You got to apply it. If it doesn't lead to application, then you'll know it. I was telling one of my leaders, I said, you listen to personal development all day, but you got to write it down. If it's not written down, I don't plan on teaching it. Watch this. If I don't plan on teaching it, then I don't plan on studying it. Whoa. Why you write your goals down, but you don't write the personal development down? Don't our words still give us life? Don't this value got to be? I thought the word says study to show myself approved. So studying is more of an action. Study is more of an action. I receive it, then I have to study it because then I got to apply it. If it's not working in my life, then I never understood it in the first place. Are you with me? You know, you got single people give the best relationship advice. Single people get the best relationship advice. You got all the knowledge, but are you applying it? Are you with me? But here, GPA is my goal producing. I'm about to talk. Somebody will be mad at me on this one. God just told me right now to get ready. I'm sorry, y'all. GPA is my goal producing activity. Some of y'all got it twisted. You're doing a lot of busy work because you want to look like you in mode instead of actually getting mode. And that's why you never activate it. Because you're too busy looking instead of cooking. I'm talking to you. You're too busy looking instead of cooking. And you know how you're not cooking? It's because it is showing your results. Hey, this leadership talk. Hey, show me your placement tree. I'm talking to you. Show me your placement tree. You ain't got nobody in your placement tree. How many people have you been impacted? You've been doing a lot of busy stuff, but you ain't got the results. You have some activity here. You looking, but you're not cooking. I'm spending time with my team instead of investing time with my team. That means we're friends, but there's no results coming out of this relationship. If there's no results, there's no growth. And wait a minute, if I'm not getting no results in this relationship, it's only because this relationship is not educating me. Are you with me? So I got to have some goal producing activity. Let's talk about it. I talked about it this weekend. Some leaders caught it. Now I want you to catch it. But this should be in your phone. This is a phone check. Now, what do I have to do every day? Because if I'm going to be a level 3 leader, I got to produce. I just can't be your friend. I'm everybody's friend. People love me. They about to lead you. Trust me, I know. I've been left. If somebody has left your organization, drop a 7 in the chat box for me real quick. Somebody, just talk to me. If they came in and left. I'm about to spit it. I'm about to get in the booth with y'all right now. I'm about to get in the booth with you. Are you with me? You've been left before. If I just got a relationship, but there's no results, you're going to leave. What about my personal life? Ladies, when you feel like you're not growing with a man, what happens? See, when I don't honor the access, when I'm too busy looking good and I'm not cooking, you no longer get that access. It's not producing anything in my life. See, the role of a woman is to take a man's vision and turn it into tangible results. So ladies, you get stagnant when that man is not walking in his vision because there's nothing that you can turn and make tangible. You can't create nothing that's not already there. That man has no goal producing activity. So the woman will rather work a job than to help him hit his goals. Watch this. Goal producing activity. What do I have to do? Number 1, I got to get educated. I got to get educated. You want to lead 5,000 people, 10,000 people, 300 people without growing. Please write this down. My success tomorrow is dependent on my growth today. The only thing that guarantees my success is my growth. I was listening to John Maxwell the other day. He said, man, I've dedicated my life to one topic, leadership. I said, whoa. He studied to show himself approved. He dedicated to one topic. But you got 10 things going on. Sometimes you're learning way too much. You got to get educated on this business. You got 1,000 different things going in your life. You got a dog business. You're a special ed teacher, right? You're on a neighborhood watch. You're a gymnastics coach part-time. You do credit on the side. You sell waist trainers at the top. Every afternoon, you get into the community. I don't know. You got a lot of stuff going on, but you're not learning the right education. Because education leads to results. And if I'm not getting results, it's only because I'm not learning. You pick and choose what call you want to get on. You got a calling on your life, but you're picking and choose what call you want to get on for your life. God got a calling on your life, but you're picking and choose what calls to get on in life. He says, seek. Seek is an activity, it's an action. I got to seek the next level, so I got to see my education. I got to see what it is I got to do every day. Did you get educated today? You did. You hopped on a call. You did. You got in your trades this morning. You got education. Okay? Now, watch this. Number 2. If I'm new, I got to get education every day. I got to plug into the system. After I get education, I got to plug into the system. I got to systemize myself because the blueprint creates success. I got to plug in. See, watch this, guys. System saves you time, but it also buys you time. So when we plug people into the system, we're buying some time to develop leaders. It takes 3 to 5 years on average to develop a leader. How long would it take if they're not plugged into a system? If they have no intentions on growing, plugging in, getting educated, they might not never become a leader. So every call that you choose to miss, you miss out on some valuable education, your awareness, and God speaking to you through people. Because you're not plugged into the system. Just because you're in a group chat does not mean you're plugged in. You don't even know right now we have a promo. We're giving away $1,000 for the person that sponsors 3 people by the 1st. Your name goes into a raffle, but you don't have access to that because you're not in position. You ain't plugged in. Are you with me? Watch this. Number 3. So now I'm plugged into the calls. I'm plugged into the system. Our 72-hour fast start. I don't make this about me. I make this about we because it's all about duplication. And if I bring ego to the table, it can't duplicate. Ego is I'm edging God out. Are you with me? Now watch this. Step number 3. I got to get on prospecting calls. Some of you guys look at the prospecting call at 7 p.m., 5 p.m., whatever time it is in your organization. And you say, I don't have any guests, so I'm not going to get on there. That's a terrible way to think about business. If you own the McDonald's, would you say, we don't have no customers today, so we're not going to do nothing to build our business. We're not going to market, not going to do nothing. No. You want to get on the call. Why? Because step number 1, you want to learn how to do the presentation. You know why John, when he did his first pre-sale, John had already been in his education. He already got results. He's trading HFX, traditional Forex. He's doing an amazing job. But he's got on several calls. He's heard the language. Success is a language. Never be lazy with your language. He wasn't lazy with learning, so he got on. So it was a lot easier for him to do his first pre-sale yesterday. Now, he has some technical difficulties like we all do. But guess what? He's fired up. Not only did he have to learn how to do them, but he's got his guest on, and now he can do his own prospecting call in 15 minutes. This is your skill. This is your skill. So now John, but watch this, right before he did the prospecting call, he got on his leadership development. We were sitting here and I was pouring into him. And the same night, his price went up. I got my leadership, I got my cup fed. Then I turned around and put it in action. And I stood up and I said, hey, coach said, do this. So I'm about to do this. You know what's crazy? In 30 minutes, right? We sat down for hours. John never told me, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what? I didn't have no resistance. John said, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do it. In 30 minutes, I said, okay, cool. I'm glad you learned how to do a prezo, because guess what? He said, what? I said, you about to present in 30 minutes. He said, oh, I knew you was going to do that, but come on with it. Oh, I'm going to come on with it. And he came on with it. So he took the information that he learned and he put it in action. Watch John's organization over the next 30, 60 days. Are you with me? Watch how he moves the next 30, 60 days. Okay? So you got to leverage these prospecting calls as a learning opportunity. How can I put myself in a position to serve my people? How can I become? Because leadership is service. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. I got y'all. But I gotta learn these skills. I gotta develop, I gotta go these calls and learn on prospect. I can also get my guests on the prospecting calls so that I can position myself to play my role and start leading other people. Are you with me? Step number 4, what else I gotta do? Watch this. I gotta host a training. What time is it? I'm working on my time, y'all. Okay, I got 5 minutes. Come on, T, you go, boy. Shoot. Sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back. Come on, T, boy, you on time today? Number 4, you got to host a training. If I'm going to be an effective leader, watch this. If I'm going to be an effective leader, I got to be able to transfer information. Why do you think the information stops with you? Because you got too much pride. You want to be the movie, not the trailer. I ain't going to tell nobody where I got this information. I attended this. I paid for this. They ain't gonna get this information. It's because you want to be the movie instead of being the trailer. It's not about you. You got to host a training. People say, well, you ain't a platinum 150. You don't know how to give a training. Says who? Your position don't have nothing to do with the value that you have. Because you can go from overlooked to overbooked with God. Your position has nothing to do. You've seen people in high positions don't got no value. Like, I don't know why how you get here? You just got to be able to stand up for you and pour this value in your team. You got to be able to host a training. You got to share information. But how can you share information if you're not getting educated? If you're not plugged into the system? What you going to tell them? How to be misery? You going to tell them how to not get results? That's what you're going to teach them. If you're not doing this every day, what exactly are you doing? Being busy. Busy looking and not busy cooking. Did you host watch this. Step number 5, I got to do the phone work. I got to do the phone work. This is what chairmen do every day. No, I'm not Monday through Friday. Every day. That's what chairmen do. No, there's no weekends in this. People say, oh, it's the weekend, I'm off. No, you off from work. Your purpose is never off. Are you with me? Your purpose, you should get in the space right. You can't even sleep at night. You ain't excited enough. If you sleeping good, you should be up, excited. Man, it's been listen, getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Ooh, Charlie. It's tough. But what's tougher is not never seeing my vision come true. Regret is always going to hit different. Are you with me? I'd rather go through sacrifice than go through regret. So I'm going to get my butt up. Step number 5, I got to do the phone work. I got 3 minutes. Listen, the phone work is about understanding. What am I helping people understand? Goal producing activity. Right, I'm gonna listen to their problems first, and then my criticism gonna come with a solution. If my criticism does not come with a solution, I'm complaining with them. Hey, T, nobody's showing up. They did this, woo. I know, right? They never show up. They never do that. They never do that. No, that's not what we do. When you bring excuses to a leader, he's gonna be like, what? She's gonna be like, I don't care about that. Nobody cares about the dog ate your homework. My goldfish died. Man, we talking about your legacy. You got to get rid of this circular reasoning. Some of y'all want to walk off your job just for your kids. But the reason why you ain't walked off your job is because of your kids. You have a circular reasoning. You got started with iMastered Academy because you want to change your children's life. But you never change your children's life because they become the excuse. I ain't got no babysitter. I can't pull up my kids. You know, I got my kids at that time. Kids. I thought you was doing this for your kids. I'm confused. I thought you was doing this for your kids. Hey, you know what, T? I'm gonna turn up when I start getting when that bag drop. The bag ain't dropped because you ain't turned up. What, you gonna get the bag without the effort? You circular reasoning. I'll put more time in this when the money start getting up there. The money never get up there because you never put time in this. Hello? Hello? Are you with me? So, what do we have to do every day? We got to get educated, right? Because I got to lead by example. I got to show. Remove the letter S and it's how. So watch this. I have to get up and I had to get some education. I want y'all to look at me because it got to start from the top. I had to get up and get on my value today. So you're trying to put volume in your legs. How many people I need? No. How many people need to get their mind right? We got to put value into the legs, not volume. We got to get people educated. So I had to get up and I had to get educated. I had to go to my personal development because if I don't put this value in my organization, there'll never be volume in my organization. If I don't put this value, if I don't get up at 4:30 and love on T first, if you don't love on you first, if I don't do the hard work, if I don't do the healing, I can't get the feelings of impacting other people's life. I got to get educated. Watch this. I had to plug into the system. Sometimes you got to be the system for somebody else. Sometimes you got to be the system for somebody else. I got to be what I want to see. Listen, right now, if your organization did everything that you did this morning, would that take your organization to the next level? If what you're doing daily, if your organization can see what you do daily, the conversations you have, your text message, your YouTube history, your phone calls, would that expand your organization? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Would that add to your organization or would that multiply your organization? Do you want to add to your organization or do you want to multiply it? Because you don't produce things, you reproduce who you are. Watch this. I can't teach you how to go chair. I can teach it, but I'm only going to reproduce who I am. See, some of y'all get the information, you teach it, but then you keep wondering why you're getting the same results. Because of who you are. You know, you can say it all day. Look at the people you're attracting. It's who you are. It's your confidence. It's your cash cow. It's your self-esteem. It's your self-confidence formula. You're only going to reproduce who you are. Watch this. I'm a platinum 2000. I can train on how to go chairman. But I just reproduced another platinum 2000. I'm only going to reproduce who I am. I can't take nobody somewhere I've never been. Are you with me? I can't take somebody there I've never been. So what am I doing now? I'm studying mentorship. Because I got to access 40 more people. I got to get to another level so somebody can get to this level. I got to impact. I got to see right now, I got a pickup truck and I need a U-Haul. These 40 people can't fit on the pickup truck. The next 40 people that'll take us to P5 organization can't fit on the pickup truck no more. So I got to park the pickup truck and I need bigger capacity. Because listen, I'm going to have to get the U-Haul up and I'm going to have to go get me a semi. I'm going to have to get the semi up. And now I gotta get something that's going to hold a bigger capacity. Now I got to get a fleet. See, a pickup truck can carry one haul. But you ever see the semi that got 10 cars on top? Come on, God. Some vehicles is built to carry one car. But then some vehicles have a different level of capacity to transport multiple cars. I got to plug into the system because the system is going to transport multiple vehicles. If I plug them into me, I can only carry one or two at a time. I got to pick me up. I got to pick up. But see, when I understand it's bigger than me, I'm going to have to get me a bigger hitch. I'm going to have to go get me the big boy because I got 5,000 people that's about to come in and change the game. So let me prepare myself by start working on my hitch, my capacity, my awareness. I got to stop reacting to everything, getting in my feelings. Stay out your feelings, bro. Everything can be about your feelings. People call me, I don't feel good. Here you go. That's your problem now. You always feeling. I know why you're feeling it because I know what you're thinking. How do I know what you're thinking? Because I can hear your language. Because whatever's coming out of your mouth is coming out of your life. It's coming out of your heart. And if it's in your heart, it's on your mind. So when people come to me complaining, I get straight to the heart matters. I got to help them. You thinking wrong. You focus on your circumstances instead of your choices. I got to get out of here. Prospecting call. Do you have guests for tonight's call? If you don't, have you been focused on goal producing activity? How you going chairman and that's not one of your goals? How you going? You don't need a hitch, bro. Or sometimes you may be waiting on somebody else to give you a hitch. See, some of y'all don't know you a power leg, but you so busy worried about what your mentor gonna do. When you realize what you're capable of, when you realize what you can do, you'll realize that your mentor is just here to provide information. Your mentor don't owe you nothing. And you don't owe him nothing or she nothing. They blessed you with the information. That's enough. Oh, my mentor this, my mentee that. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Get productive, man. Get on the prospect calls. Host you a training and do the phone work. When I got this call, I got to do a phone work because the people who get on the call, they got to get it. So guys, listen, y'all still gonna be mad at me because I still went over 3 minutes. What time is it? I do. 6 minutes. Okay, I'm getting better. So guys, listen, I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna upload this. If you got some value from this call, drop some fire in the chat box. Let me know how you guys felt today. Let me stop recording.